What's up, Saiyan Army? So before this video begins, I just want to thank you guys for all the love and support on the new Saiyan Army drop. Chichi and I spent all weekend packaging and making sure you guys get your orders as soon as possible, and we just can't wait for you guys to get them because we know you guys are gonna love it. So just thank you guys so very much, and let's get into the video. New client transformation video. So first off, as always, shout out to my client Michael for allowing me to share his transformation and journey with you guys. I don't pressure any of my clients to share this information with you, but he knew that this video can and will change lives, inspire and motivate people, and it is my hopes that it does. Secondly, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, you won't regret it, and also like the video, and let's get right into it. So here's some background on Michael. He's 26 years old. He is Canadian. Shout out to all my Canadian Saiyans out there. His starting weight was 165 pounds. He cut down to 152 pounds after 12 weeks or 90 days, as you can see in the picture on the screen. We also extended his cut to 20 weeks, which I'll show you the after result at the end of the video. Michael's workout experience is he's been on and off since the age of 19. At 19, he said he started doing like push-ups and sit-ups, pull-ups, that kind of thing. And you know, he's just been like a lot of the average gym goer, you know, just really get motivated and then stop, go, and that's not how gains are made. As you guys know, for those of you guys who follow the channel, consistency is key. So what we did was we put him on a variation of my Saiyan power building program, basically a 5-day split, upper lower push pull legs. We gauged the volume based on his workout experience and everything, and yeah, we focus on building muscle and gaining strength even though he's going through this cut. I also asked Michael to write something for you guys if you want to share anything, and this is what he wrote. Before contacting Matt, I had little to no knowledge of how to build muscle or get rid of excess weight. So many years he spent just training and not knowing exactly how to train or what to do became a struggle. Just going to the gym every day and not seeing progress led to him giving up a whole year of working out. In 3 months, Matt gave me the tools, and with that came progress. That's all the motivation I needed to keep staying consistent. I achieved in 3 months what I had been pursuing for 2+ years, and it feels amazing. He also wanted to add that he had no experience on counting macros or calories. He didn't even know what a carb or fat was or how to eyeball any of his meals. Matt's program taught me everything and how to apply it on a day-to-day basis. Highly recommend Matt's coaching. Yeah, and he just wanted me to add that for you guys. Majority of my clients, especially in these transformation videos that you guys see, have never tracked a macro. They've never weighed anything in their life. They're totally brand new. There's a lot of coaches out there that only take clients that know how to track macros or have prior experience to it just to make it easier. But I literally take people and build them from the ground up. And yeah, it's just awesome that these guys are just killing it. So week 1, starting macros, 250 carbs, 55 fats, and 170 grams of protein. Starting cardio was 2 sessions at 300 calories. So basically, Michael sent me his questionnaire, and based off his questionnaire, I created his macros around that. And basically, it's just an estimate. As you guys know, he didn't really understand macros at all, so I didn't have much to work on based off his questionnaire. So I just took an estimate based on his stats and everything. So his new average low weigh-in was 160.6 pounds, which is about a 4.5 pound drop from when he started, which is completely normal. A lot of it's going to be water weight. But his macros were completely off. As you guys know, he's brand spanking new to tracking macros and weighing things and balancing things out. So, you know, there's a learning curve. So basically his macros were kind of like all over the place this week. So what we did was we had him repeat. Here's his week 1 pictures. As you can see, there's a slight change. It looks like he's not quite as bloated from going from week 0 to week 1. I think it's just, you know, getting him back training consistently again and, you know, doing some cardio and whatnot. So I just keep on going. Week 2. Macros the same, 250 carbs, 55 fats, 170 grams of proteins. Cardio stayed the same, 2 sessions, 300 calories. New weigh-in was 161 pounds, so he actually gained 0.4 pounds just hitting his macros consistently. Week 2, he did a lot better. I just told him, hey, look, man, you gotta plan ahead. You know, plan your macros a day in advance. Try to eat consistently the same thing relatively day to day. You know, that's the easiest way to learn as someone brand new to tracking macros, is to keep your meals very similar. As you get more experience in tracking macros, then you can start changing it up. Maybe instead of eating a little bit extra rice, you're craving some Oreos, throw in some Oreos in in there, you know, throw some peanut butter in there if you need some fats and whatnot. But yeah, there's just a small learning curve. Obviously some clients learn faster than others, but here's his week 2 pictures. As you can see, not much change. In my opinion, he looks relatively the same. Progress doesn't happen after 2 weeks. Progress happens after many weeks, which you'll see in this transformation. Also, what we're going to be doing, so this video isn't 30+ minutes, is we're going to be skipping every other week. So we're going to be showing you weeks 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, but we're going to be showing you all the macros on the screen so you guys don't miss a thing. Week 4 macros: 200 carbs, 50 fats, 170 grams of proteins. As you can see in week 3, we also dropped carbs just a little bit. We did up cardio to 3 sessions at 300 calories. His new low win was 159.5 pounds. So the macros in week 3 again was off, but it's all good. We still dropped macros just because I kind of gauged on how much above and below he was on certain days. I tried to find an average, and yeah, by that it told me that we need to lower the macros a little bit more. So another pound drop, new low 159.5 pounds. And here's his week 4 pictures. As you can see, his abs are slowly starting to come in. From afar, you can see like the upper coming in just a little bit. You can see his back coming in. His back is actually looking wider because his waist is becoming smaller. So that's another misconception that a lot of people have, is they think that people's lats are actually growing, whereas their lats are basically staying the same. It's just their love handles and all this fat, you know, on their sides, on their obliques and stuff, coming down, which gives the illusion of more V taper. And even from the side, you can see his stomach slowly but surely flattening out just a little bit. So let's keep on rocking. Week 6. Macros: 200 carbs, 50 fats, 170 grams of proteins. Cardio: 4 sessions at 300 calories. We added 1 HIIT session. HIIT is high intensity interval training. And his new average low win was 156.2 pounds. So he dropped 1.8 pounds from week 5. Here's his week 6 pictures. As you can see, abs coming in slowly but surely. And that's something that you guys need to understand, is that change takes time. Just stay consistent and keep going. Over a period of time, you'll eventually see change. If you don't see change right now and you feel like you've been doing it for a while and you're on the right track, you're doing everything correctly, just keep on going because you will see it eventually. So here's week 6. You know, abs tightening up. Even his back is looking wider and wider from week to week, which is, like I said, the illusion of his love handles and obliques and his fat coming down. And yeah, he's staying consistent and he's just going. So let's keep on going. Week 8 macros: 175 carbs, 50 fats, 160 grams of proteins. Cardio the same, 4 sessions at 300 calories, 1 HIIT session. New low win, 155.6 pounds. Here's his week 8 pictures. Same thing. Every week, you just see just a little change. Nothing crazy. There's no like point. Like sometimes in transformations, they hit a point where you just see like the change happen. But for his transformation, it was just like every single week, you can see just fat just coming off slowly but surely. And that's the best way to go about it. Understand that fat loss is a marathon. It is not a sprint. The goal isn't to get as shredded as fast as possible. That's a great way to, you know, 1, kill your metabolism, and 2, lose a lot of muscle mass. And studies also show that the slower you are to lose the weight, the more likely you are to keep it off. So just be patient and keep on going. Week 10. Macros: 150 carbs, 50 fats, 160 grams of proteins. As you guys know, he's a smaller guy. So he's only about 153 pounds right now. So obviously his macros got to compensate for that. You know, obviously depending on your metabolism, doesn't really matter how really big you are, but it does play a factor in where your macros are at. So his macros are getting a little bit lower. So we added a refeed. His refeed was once a week at 250 carbs, 50 fats, 160 grams of proteins. Cardio was at 4 sessions, 400 calories, 1 HIIT session. So we did increase cardio and bump it up. His new low win was 153.8 pounds. So another 1.3 pound drop from the week prior. And here's his week 10 pictures. As you can see, his abs are starting to come in even more. The lines are starting to get a little bit deeper. Back looking relatively the same, you know. His V taper is definitely coming in from the side. His stomach came down a lot. And that's another thing I want to talk about is spot reduction. A lot of times you get clients asking me, oh, how do I decrease fat, like, you know, in my love handle area or my lower back or in certain areas? And the answer is there's no such thing as spot reduction. You see guys doing 1,000, a million crunches a day. That doesn't give you abs. Yes, it'll help build your abdominals, the muscle, but it will not get you shredded. It will not reveal the abs. You know how you reveal the abs is you lose the fat, and you can't determine where you're gonna drop the fat first. Sometimes your stomach is gonna be the last place to go, and that's for a lot of people. Over the course of my online coaching career, I noticed that a lot of people, you know, that's usually the last place to go is their lower back and their lower stomach. And even for me, it's the same way. I also hold a lot of fat in my legs, which is a little unusual, but we're not talking about me. So yeah, just understand there's no such thing as spot reduction. Just keep on going, keep on losing fat. Eventually it will come down. Week 12 macros: 125 carbs, 45 fats, and 170 grams of proteins. His carbs are getting a little bit lower, so we did bump up the proteins by 10 grams. Refeed was the same, 250 carbs, 50 fats, and 160 grams of proteins. His cardio got bumped up as well, 5 sessions at 400 calories with 2 high intensity interval training sessions. New low weight was 153.4 pounds. So here's his week 12 pictures. As you can see, he's flexing a little bit. His abs are popping, looking great. Even from the back, he's looking wide. And yeah, Michael's just looking overall just fantastic. Super proud of this guy. You know, he had a little slow start because he had to go through that learning curve of just learning how to track macros, weigh foods, and plan ahead, but he ended up just coming through and killing it. And since it doesn't matter how many times you fall, all that I care about is that you get back up and keep on going. You know, I have a lot of clients that feel like they let me down or whatnot, and feel like when they mess up, they're letting me down. And here's a tip for any of you guys that are looking into online coaching, or just a tip in life, is whenever, you know, a client messes up, you know, a friend messes up, or just anything happens, don't make them feel bad about it. For me, I've never made a client feel bad about messing up on their macros, for skipping a workout, for messing up on cardio, and I've never called them yamchas. I've never, you know, I do that on social media, but never to a client or to anyone. And that's the worst thing you can do, is make someone feel bad about it, because that's what is going to make them quit and not ever want to try again. So that's something I recommend for you guys, is never make anyone feel bad about themselves. You know, we're here to uplift and encourage others. We're here to pick people back up. As saying, I don't care how many times you fall, just get back up. I don't care if you know, throughout his 12 weeks, he just kept messing up. If you want to go that extended 8 more weeks and kill it, then that's all good with me. Just keep on trying and never give up. You'll get better eventually. So for Michael's case, he was killing it, but he wanted to get even more shredded. So we did another 8 weeks of his cut, and here's his week 20 pictures. As you can see, he is lean as hell. His ending weight was 144 pounds, so he lost another 10 pounds on top of that, and he's just looking just crazy shredded. He has a ton of gains to make, being that he hasn't been lifting consistently for very long. When it comes to bulking time, and which he's starting to now, he's reversing into a lean bulk. He's gonna make a ton of gains and just look even better. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope this inspires and motivates a lot of you guys to start your journey. So make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel, like the video, SaiyanArmy.com for merch and programs. Online coaching, email me, gokuflex@gmail.com, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love, strength, and honor. Aloha.